Yo, what is going on, everyone? This is AZN here, and today you guys are watching another figure review, and this time it is on the Jada Toys Ryu from Street Fighter. Now this is the last figure in wave 1. I sort of did it backwards, if you guys couldn't tell. I dropped Chun-Li about almost a week. I dropped Fei Long, the Fei Long review just yesterday, I believe, about almost a day or two ago, and now today I finally got Ryu. I'm kind of a little upset that I won't be able to take any sick pictures right now because I got this pretty late. I got this around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I was supposed to do the review earlier, but I got caught up watching Invincible. So yeah, great show by the way. But anyway, not talking about Invincible right now. I'm talking about the Jada Toys Ryu figure. I've been trying to get this for months now, along with the other 2 I just reviewed, and I'm really excited, man. I'm really happy that I finally wrapped up this wave in such a short amount of time. If you guys haven't seen the other reviews of Chun-Li and Fei Long, if you guys new to the channel, make sure you check out those 2 reviews out as well if you're interested, and make sure you leave a like on them. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just really pumped about finally reviewing this guy, and hopefully, like I already said, I do want to take some really sick pictures after this. But anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys tired of me talking, excuse me. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see me review this, so let's get right into it. The box has the health bars on the top, just like you see in the game. You see the classic arcade buttons at the bottom. You also get the classic picture or profile pic of Ryu. We got Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Founding Challengers, 13 Plus Jada Toys, Warning Choking Hazard, both in English and Spanish. On the side you get like a really cool illustration of other characters that we're getting in figure form in the future. And on the other side you get the country of origin where Ryu is from in 4 different languages. In the back, the whole entire wave, also in English and Spanish, what it says, and all the character rosters that we most likely be getting a figure of, or most likely be in the works. So for accessories, he comes with his stern face and his angry teeth grinning face, which also looks pretty nice. He comes with 2 alternative hands, which is his Hadouken hands. And speaking of the Hadouken, here is the special effect of his move itself, and this looks really nice. The one thing that I thought was really cool of them that they did was they sculpted the hands inside of the piece. Like, I really like that attention to detail that they put into the Hadouken. That's really cool. And he also comes with a display stand, just like with Chun-Li, of course. And yeah, it looks really cool. I really like the crystal clear looking look to it. Really like that a lot. I feel like one thing that is missing with this figure in terms of accessories is his bag that he often takes with him before the fight. I kind of wish it came with that. I think even Ryu has that. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, some pretty decent amount of accessories for the figure. And yeah, I can't really complain. And he also comes with the background of his stage. The sculpting and detail on him is pretty on point if you ask me. I do think his skin tone is a little yellow, but I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world, as long as that it looks like Ryu, and it definitely looks like Ryu. It looks exactly like how he is if he walked out of the game. This looks really dope. I also love the face too. Like, I think they nailed the face of Ryu pretty good in my opinion. It definitely captured more of that classic look, which this line is going for, obviously. And I failed to mention in the Fei Long and also the Chun-Li review about the texture of the clothes that they have, and that looks really nice. Just want to give you like a closer look of what I'm talking about. I really like the texture on it, although I am a little worried that over time it might get a little dirty up, but as for now, it looks really clean. I also like how clean the belt looks with like the Japanese lettering. By the way, this says Furi Kazan, which translates to wind, forest, fire, and mountain. For those who didn't know that, just a little fun fact right there. And yeah, I'm really impressed by how much we pay for these figures. These are like $25 figures with this kind of detail. And I don't have any QC issues on mine. I do have like some black spots here and there on the figure, but other than that, it doesn't look too bad. The only figure I had in this line that had QC issues with was only with Chun-Li. Fei Long and Ryu is like the only two that I didn't have any QC issues at all. So like I already said, I love the Chun-Li too. If you saw my Fei Long review, you know I love the Chun-Li figure as well. Just got a little unlucky, but I can confidently say with Fei Long and Ryu, I got pretty lucky with my copy. That nothing didn't break, nothing feels loose. So overall, the sculpting detail on this guy is great. I love it. So Ryu just stands about 6 inches tall, and for size comparison, here he is standing next to the other Ryu figure I have, the only Street Fighter figure I actually had up to this point, the HL Pro Ryu from the Capcom vs SNK line. And yeah, the articulation on this figure is still good. It's still a good figure, but obviously compared to this, it's, yeah, you can see for yourself, like this figure is pretty dated. Like this came out in 2005 and this one recently came out, so we made a lot of progress and improvement since then. So yeah, and this is obviously a bit taller. He's about 7 inches, so I just figured I put him along with this, since this is like the only Street Fighter figure I had right now. And I also did a review on this as well, so if you want to check that out, definitely do so. And of course, here he is standing next to the other Jada Toy Street Fighter figures in his line, such as Chun-Li and Fei Long, which I already mentioned, I did review. And all of them look great together. Chun-Li is obviously, I want to say she's a bit shorter, but I think all of them are pretty game accurate in terms of height. So yeah, all of them look great together. I can't wait until I get the other figures. Articulation, say it can go all the way up and all the way down, can tilt side to side around the arms, so you can go about 360 degrees, can go sideways. Mine's is a little tighter than I would like it to be, but it still gets some pretty good range. We got like a butterfly joint inside of this as well, so you can go forward and back. And the thing I also like about this Ryu is that this part right here is actually made out of soft plastics, and you can also take this off too, which actually I'm about to show you right now, since I've got to go over that in the detail and sculpting. So you just pretty much pop this off and just take this off. I'm trying to do this the best I can on camera, so excuse me if you don't see everything. It's a little tricky to take off at first, but you just pretty much just pull his arms back, and yeah, man, this is really cool. For $25, you can take this off. Like, Bandai Tamashii Nations did even came up with the idea when they released their Figure Arts Ryu. I don't even think any company thought about doing this. This is really dope. And if you're someone that want to make like a Street Fighter 6 custom Ryu, you can definitely do that for sure. But anyway, this is what this alone is what made me want to get this figure, that you can just take off the gi. So that's really dope. But back to articulation, he has a butterfly joint that could bend pretty far. He has the double jointed arms right there that could bend over 90. Around the wrist, he could do his 360. around the legs. It can go sideways. You can also get him to do like his famous kick attack, which the name kind of flew away from my mind as the time being, but you can put him into those iconic poses just like what he does in the game with no issue. It can go back with no issue. It can go forward with no issue. And around the thighs can do a full 360. And we got double jointed knees. They pretty stiff on mine, but they can bend pretty good. Not an issue. There's like an ankle swivel right here, and also a ankle joint right there that could bend about over 90. It can go back pretty good as well. So yeah, man, this figure is really dope. I really love the articulation on these guys. Like for $25 you get all of this. Like, what more can you ask for? They're affordable. The only thing I kind of wish they'll improve on, which I'm pretty sure they will, is probably like the distribution part, because like, you know, these figures are not really available in my targets nearby me. So I feel like once they get the hang of that, then I feel like they're taking over, man, by next year. Maybe by next year, if they just fix that one issue with, like, in terms of like their marketing. But once they get the hang of all that, they're about to take over, mark my words. Because you can get this guy, like, these are like damn near perfect figures, man. Like, I'm gonna say that probably multiple times as I get these figures. It's like I know these are not going to be the only good figures in this line that they're going to release. So I'm really impressed. I am not disappointed. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's an app crunch, but it doesn't go that far. But aside from that, oh, it can also go back too. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, getting sidetracked with stuff I keep on missing. The articulation on this guy is great, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, man, I think there might be the next big thing. Like they up next, that's for sure. Alright, so my final thoughts, I'm just gonna get straight to the point, because I feel like I already repeated myself multiple times with the last other two reviews. It's a 9 out of 10. No question. It's a 9 out of 10. This is definitely a solid Ryu figure. If you didn't have a Ryu figure before, if you missed out on the figure arts, Storm collectibles, whatever version of Ryu that you missed out in the past, get this one. It's worth it. I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. Especially how much you're paying for these. And if you see it at your local Target or whatever store you go to, you need to buy it. Like, you have no reason to miss out on this. This is probably the best Ryu figure to date. And this is coming from someone like me who doesn't have any of the other versions of Ryu because they missed out on it, unfortunately. But I'm really glad that I finally got this, man. Like, I completed the whole trilogy. Like, he might be my favorite out of the three. I don't know, because when I first got Chun-Li, I said she was dope. She was my favorite aside from the QC issues I had with her. I thought she was really solid. Fei Long, the crazy posability that he can do, that he can do, and also the balance with Ryu. He got like the removable gi, and the articulation is just about as equal with Fei Long. So I think one of my favorites so far out of the three is it's a tie between Ryu and Fei Long. It's probably one of my favorites. I don't know, man. I think all of them are solid figures, man. Chun-Li, Fei Long, and Ryu, I think all of them are solid figures. And I honestly can't wait until they release the other characters, not only in this line, but the other characters that they're in the process of making right now from like other series. Like, I know they work on the Cyberpunk anime series, the Edge Runners series rather, and I can't wait until I get that. That's gonna be a banger line, I know. So yeah, anyway, without me wasting too much of you guys' time, I don't want to ramble on too much. I already gave my thoughts. So this has been AZN. This has been my review on the Jada Toys Ryu from Street Fighter. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great and safe night, day, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.